Hey everyone, Blaze here. Welcome to the 6th anniversary anime collection video. When this video goes up, it would have been exactly 6 years since I did my first anime collection video. And I was really unsure about doing this one right now because for like the last year or so, I've been selling things pretty consistently, and like as I mentioned in that discussion video, all that desk and stuff is gone. There's that sofa. Pardon the mess, it's because I'm selling stuff. And there's the laptop and stuff. So, and I'm also currently in the process of trying to save up for a new television and a Blu Ray player. So yeah, there's always been this thing in the back of my mind that's kind of stopped me from wanting to do a collection video because it's changing every day. But I figured I haven't done one for a long time. I've been wanting to do one, so here we are doing one. So we're going to start off with the big art boxes up top, so I'm going to use this little stool here that'll get me up a bit higher. So first up here we have, and I apologise for the camera work, it's pretty hard to use all the way up here, but yeah, we have Beck, Mongolian Chop Squad in the Amplifier art box. Really nice set. I do like the show quite a bit. There's just a couple of characters in it that really annoy me, but it's a really nice set. I did an unboxing for that. I also did an unboxing for this Darker Than Black Blu Ray set, this stupid premium edition thing that Funimation did. Why they didn't just give us a normal art box, I'll never know, but this is the only way to get this show on Blu Rays, in this stupid set in English. It's the only way to get it on Blu Ray, so I have it because the show is really cool, so I wanted it on Blu Ray, especially since it's a native HD show. It looks really good on Blu Ray. Next up we got Scrap Princess in the art box, one of my absolute favourite shows. I do own the show on Blu Ray now. It is an upscale on Blu Ray, but it's pretty nice. But I wanted to keep this set because it's pretty cool. This actually has the, if I can actually get it out, I apologise for my finger. I almost chopped the top of it off with a Stanley knife a few days ago, so... But anyway, here we have the 6 volumes that came out in America. The Bandai volumes. I do have the figures for all of these as well, but I might sell them soon because I don't really display figures that often. But anyway, this is actually the Australian art box I have to fit them all. So this only came out in Australia. There was no art box in America. Volume 1 was listed to have an art box on the American release, but it never happened. So that's the only way to get an art box for the Australian DVDs. I dread to think how hard it is to actually track down that art box nowadays though. Anyway, up top we have Black Lagoon Premium Edition on Blu-ray. The packaging for this is so-so, but I didn't really have a nice edition for Season 1 and Season 2 on Blu-ray, so I effectively double dipped, if you will, and bought this version. It's pretty good, but not amazing. I did an unboxing for that as well. Next we have Gungrave on DVD. I do actually have these on Blu-ray as well, via the Anime Classics edition, but the show is again an upscale on Blu-ray. It's not too bad on Blu-ray, but I really like this art box anyway. And again, I've done an unboxing for that. I'll probably put links to all of those unboxings if you want to see these sets in more detail. Speaking of which, we have Berserk: The Box of War set. Again, I own this show on Blu-ray. It came out in English in Australia and the UK on Blu-ray. I have no idea what's going on with America and not having this amazing classic anime on Blu-ray, but they don't. So yeah, but this is a really nice set on DVD, so I decided to keep it. It's got a nice fold out and stuff, and again, I've done an unboxing, so if you want to see it, I'll put a link in the description and you can take a closer look. Okay, next up we've got Escaflowne. This is one of multiple editions I have for Escaflowne. I've triple dipped, I believe, on this show. It's one of my favourite shows all round. Not a 10 out of 10. I gave it a 9 out of 10. The ending and some other things kind of bug me, but it has an incredible soundtrack, and it's an awesome blend of Person in a Strange World fantasy with like giant mecha type robots sort of things, and it's just super cool. And this is the UK Ultimate Edition. I picked this up in, I did somewhat an unboxing in a pickup video for this, so if you're curious what it looks like, I guess I could link that. I don't know. If you're curious, put a message in the comments and I'll link you to the video, maybe. Anyway, whatever. So yeah, this is the UK Ultimate Edition. It's on Blu-ray. It's got the soundtracks in there, a giant art book, and of course the series with both dubs, and the movie is in there as well. Next up we've got the pretty rare and hard to find Blood Plus DVD sets, part 1 and part 2. These are really hard to find, as I say, and they are very much in need of a re-release. I was kind of hoping that when Sony bought Funimation that we would see a lot of Sony held anime series actually come out via Funimation. It seems to make sense that Funimation would have access to those anime releases now, or those titles I mean. Blood Plus being one of them, as you can see, it was put out by Sony. Because this is, not only is this in dire need of a re-release because of how hard it is to find these, I think it's the box 1 that's really expensive. Box 2 maybe is less expensive, I can't remember which way around it is. But yeah, this box 1, I think it is starting to suffer from DVD like rot, or something to that degree. Like there's or something to do with the plastic that the cases came in and like damaging the discs. And yeah, I've had to like basically I had to save all the discs. I rebought one of the discs via the volumes because there was like 4 or 5, I think it was 4 volumes of this came out. But yeah, I had to do a whole thing, so in there is like a bunch of DVD-R backups of the originals, so they don't so I have at least playable copies of it, since yeah, they're starting to degrade. This is the lunchbox for Durarara from Aniplex in America. I don't have the set in there, I have it on the shelf, but I've kept the lunchbox up here because I don't really know what else to do with it. Don't particularly like lunchbox packaging for stuff. Next to that we've got The Garden of Sinners on DVD. I don't think I'll ever upgrade to the Blu Rays for these because 1, they're super expensive, and 2, I've still actually not watched these. I've seen the first 2 of them, I think, or at least the first one. I think the first 2. I did like them a lot. The Blu Rays are really minor improvements on the DVDs. These DVDs are actually pretty good, so yeah. I need to move this thing along. Oh god, sorry if I sound out of breath. I'm having to stretch my arm right up and hold it still, and it's kind of really hot in this room and stuff. Anyway, we got Miss Hokusai. This is the UK Collector's Edition. It is a beautiful set, but it's also subtitle only. I'm not a dub obsessive, but I do like having every option available when it comes to language tracks for English. I do like to have all the dubs, and yeah, I might sell this set and just get the normal standard American edition, which does include a dub. They basically, Anime Limited basically only needed to wait like an extra 5 months or something, and they would have had a dub available to them, so I don't really know why they didn't wait a little bit longer. Anyway, next to that we got a High School of the Dead premium edition from Sentai Filmworks. Nice wraparound Japanese art box. I do like the show. It's pretty funny, pretty like, it's very like B-movie styled. It's pretty good for what it is. Like, it's sleazy in some ways, but it's pretty good. Okay, sorry for the cut, but this wasn't cutting it. This will do better, I hope. Seriously, it was killing my arm. These Billy bookcases are 220 centimeters tall, and I'm only 5'10", so it's quite hard to stretch all the way up. Oh, this is so much more comfortable already, I can feel it. So yeah, we were here, so we're going to move to here now. So yeah, Revolutionary Girl Utena, the 20th Anniversary Ultimate Edition, or Ultra Edition. And this came out from the Zomi Entertainment, and it's on Blu-ray, which is really nice, the classic 1997 series. I finally watched it for the first time. Been meaning to pick up some various editions of this on DVD over the years. In fact, I think I'm pretty sure I had the Central Park Media releases of the show on DVD, but never got around to watching it, or at least I had some of it on DVD. Sold those off millions of years ago now, it feels like. But yeah, never got them the Zomi DVDs, and then the Blu-rays came around, so yeah, but these took a long time to come out. It's meant to come out in December, but finally came out a couple of months ago. I watched it as soon as it arrived, at least the TV series. And it's pretty good. It's a pretty cool series. I do really like it. I think the middle bit was a bit slow. I can't remember what arc that is. I thought the middle part was a bit slow, but the rest of it was really good. I really like the first part of the show, like the first 13 or so episodes or something, or like 20, I can't remember. But that first part of the show is really cool. The ending's pretty neat. It's got lots of like weird stuff going on in it. Lots of like, like, I can't really think of the right words right now, but it's very Evangelion-esque. You know, lots of like imagery and stuff going on that hints to things, and lots of deep talking dialogue type stuff, and I don't know, not a lot of that stuff never really sinks in the first time you watch a show, and I doubt I'm going to watch this one multiple times. Again, I liked it. I gave it a 7 out of 10. But yeah, maybe not one of the best shows I've ever seen, but I did enjoy it, and I hope to watch the movie pretty soon. The Blu Rays aren't actually in here at the moment. I have those on my shelf down there somewhere, over there in the corner. You'll see those later, I guess, but yeah, I did enjoy the show. Anyway, moving on, we have Kill la Kill. This is the Collector's Edition, I think it was called. This is from Anime Limited. It was a far cheaper alternative to the Aniplex of America releases, and it comes in this nice art box, which obviously the American release didn't get. This has 3 parts in it and a small art book or something, or are they in the parts? I can't remember. But yeah, this cost me like the equivalent of like 1.4 or 3 volumes of what the American one would cost to get the whole thing on Blu-ray, so that was cool. So yeah, it's a pretty nice set. Not overly amazing, but I do like it. Okay, next to that we have one of 3 shows that I like to coin. I've coined as basically the Gonzo trilogy. These are 3 really deluxe art box sets that Funimation put out. They're all Gonzo shows, and they all came out at exactly the same season when they first aired. So I'm assuming there was some sort of thing going on. I should really look that up. Like, there was some sort of thing going on with Gonzo, that they were doing this crazy thing, and the fact that Funimation also did these crazy sets for all 3 of these shows. So yeah, we've got Speed Grapher. As I know, these all get like really deluxe, unique art boxes, but they all got like deluxe volume releases that came in like digibook packaging and stuff. So it was pretty crazy. But yeah, we got Speed Grapher here. Pretty crazy show, really dark. And then we've got Trinity Blood, a series that has one of the most beautiful art boxes in my whole collection. This thing is amazing, but I've still not watched the show. Everyone says this show's terrible, and even though it's like vampires and stuff, it's kind of put me off watching it. One day I will watch it eventually, but that day has still not come. It's kind of ridiculous. I really just need to pull this off and watch it one day, because it's getting silly now. I've owned it for a long time, and I love this set. I think it's still really beautiful. Anyway, next to that we have Basilisk, one of the great feudal Japan, like samurai era type shows, with lots of supernatural stuff going on about these clans at war with each other. It's super cool. And yeah, there's obviously a season 2 for this that just finished airing recently, and Funimation have already dubbed and will be coming out probably sometime this time next year. So I hope to get that, but yeah, it's, season 2 for this seems kind of weird, I guess. I don't know anything about it other than it exists, but yeah, that seems like a weird thing. But anyway, I look forward to it, I guess. People didn't seem to like it, but I hope to enjoy it. I need to move this, the ladder just for a second, so... Okay, we're like right in the corner now. My head is literally on these Sayers plushies. Next up we've got my irresponsible Captain Tyler Ultra Editions, these are called. These are pretty old now. They're like CD sized pretty much, or just a little bit bigger. And they're big like art boxes. Like got these like slipcases in them. They got like episode guidebooks, short stories and soundtracks and all sorts of stuff, and they're really nice. These aren't the remastered versions though. These did get re-releases with the remastered footage, and they're also getting a Blu-ray soon. The Blu-ray is an upscale, but it does actually look really good despite being a cel animated Blu-ray upscaled. But yeah, so we've got the Ultra Edition TV series and the OVA. Really classic series. Crispin Freeman's fantastic in it. It's really cool. If you haven't seen it, you really should. It's one of the great 90s anime. Next up we've got the, what's this called? Oh yeah, the Perfect Sessions. So this is the Cowboy Bebop Perfect Sessions set. This has all 6 volumes on DVD, plus the movie in there, from Image Entertainment or something is also in there, can fit in there. So yeah, it's the complete series of Cowboy Bebop, and again, only on DVD. I do own the Blu-ray, but I really like the set, so I decided to keep it. And similarly, we have yet another Escaflowne set. This is the second one you'll be seeing in this collection video. Can I get these out of the way a little bit? There we go. So yeah, it's the Perfect Vision set. So we've got the Perfect Sessions and the Perfect Vision. yeah, so Escaflowne has 8 volumes on DVD. The movie is not in there. The movie got a separate release, which I've never bought, and I probably won't. I definitely don't need to now, and I probably never will. But yeah, the movie got like a separate collector's edition type thing. But yeah, I'll probably never buy that. So that's the first lot of art boxes. Let's move on to the next lot. Okay, so we're now like right inside the cupboard space, and I'm using the flashlight on the phone that I use to take pictures. I don't actually use it as a phone at all. It doesn't have a contract or anything. I literally just use it as a camera. But yeah, I'm using the flashlight here, so I apologise for like the wobbling shadows and stuff. But anyway, up there we have a Zipang in the art box. That's all 7 volumes. This is like a really cool show that Genian put out in the day. It's not a finished show. Unfortunately, the anime never got finished. It didn't finish adapting the manga. But it's basically the story of these Japanese modern day Navy crew that end up going through like a time warp thing, like time hole, whatever, and end up in World War II, and they basically have to come up against this moral dilemma of like, do we help the Japanese win, or knowing what happened to Japan. Yeah, because obviously there was a lot of misery, obviously, from losing the war, but there was also lots of prosperity, and it's just kind of like this mixed motion thing. It's really, really cool. Like it's not a story that hasn't been done before. There's like a couple of like Hollywood movies that kind of cover like similar subjects, and I think there's like another couple of like Japanese live action movies that might do the same subject. But yeah, this is cool in the sense that this is like, I think, the only English version of a story like this, where you get it from, hey, what if the bad guys managed to come through with like modern technology into World War II? Like, what do they do essentially? Like, because I don't think it's controversial to say that the Germans and the Japanese were bad guys in World War II. So yeah, it's really cool. I really liked it. Lots of like moral dilemmas and stuff, and like coming up against like the modern day, or not the modern day, like the World War II chiefs of like the navies and stuff. I think the Yamamoto might be in this, I can't remember. And like just this idea of like, hey, you know, they're like, hey, you've got this modern technology, you can help us win the war. And they, you know, the guys on the other side are like, well, we don't know if we really want to do that, because we know what happens if we don't do that, and things like that. And it's just really, really cool and interesting. Anyway, next to that we've got Furikuri in the art box. That's all 3 volumes in there. I only have it on DVD. I've never upgraded to a Blu Ray. I might get the Blu Ray eventually, so when the 2 new seasons come out, I'll have the original series to sit next to it. But the Blu Ray looks pretty bad upscaled, so I'm quite happy with the DVDs for now. Next to that we have Haibane Renmei in the art box. That's the re-release that came with like the Japanese wraparound art box. It's beautiful. And again, like any Blu-ray release for that is really ugly, unfortunately, so the DVD is the best you can get, and that is definitely the best edition you can get. It looks absolutely gorgeous. Next to that is Bakuno. That's a recent pickup. I got that really cheap on DVD. I've owned the show twice on Blu-ray. I currently still do have the 2nd edition that I bought on Blu-ray, but I'm going to sell it soon, because it's an upscale, and it doesn't look that great, and the DVDs will look better. And yeah, that's this decision I've come to since the Blu-ray. I'm trying to save, you know, raise money at the moment, and the Blu-ray set that I have is actually worth quite a bit, so that was a a sacrifice I decided to make since I was able to get the DVD so cheap. Next to that we have Super Dimension Fortress Macross, the complete, does that say remastered? It does, doesn't it? The complete remaster series. This looks pretty shit on DVD, frankly. I think these are probably Harmony Gold provided masters, and yeah, they don't look very good at all. Harmony Gold's grip on Macross and Waspida and Southern Cross are all coming to an end soon, in like 2021 or something. I'm hoping by then we'll finally start getting this stuff out on Blu-ray from like Funimation or Discotek or Sentai or something. But yeah, that's the 9 volume sub-only releases from Animego in the art box. So next to that we have Texnalize in the art box. I did an unboxing for that one. Texnalize is a really cool show. I'm not overly keen on keeping the art box per se, although it is nice. It's just the only other edition available really is the Anime Classics edition, and any long-time viewers know I hate the shit out of those. So yeah, moving on. Pumpkin Scissors, that's another one I perhaps don't need anymore since I have the compact release down here somewhere. There it is. So yeah, I might get rid of this art box soon. I do really like this show, mainly because it has one of my favourite characters ever, which is that guy there, or Rado. Really like him. Yeah, it's a fun show. It's like a fantasy military series. It's pretty cool. Next up we have Azumanga Daioh, the animation, on DVD. All 6 volumes in there. This is the only edition of Azumanga Daioh I've ever owned, and probably will ever own. Yeah, it's a really funny comedy series. Kind of like one of the earlier Moe series, you could say. It's pretty cool. And then we have Freedom. That's the deluxe like Blu Ray set. I don't know if I'll keep that. I haven't seen it yet. I'll watch it first, but it takes up a lot of space. It's a nice addition. It's just I don't know if I'm that crazy, or I'm going to be that crazy about the actual series. So I'll either sell it and get a smaller version, or I'll just sell it and never buy it again, because I don't know how good that really is. Next to that is Infinite Revice on DVD from Bandai. Sentai Filmworks rescued the show like 6 years ago now, and obviously as it's part of their Sunrise Rescues, it's never, God, my hands are shaking like crazy, it's never come out again, because Sentai have pretty much the only show they've put out again is Big O. That's it. This has a Blu-ray release in Japan now, but it's an upscale, which is fucking stupid since it's a sad animated series all the way through. There's some digital enhancements in it, but it's pretty minor stuff. I thought it was much more frequent than it actually is. Yeah, it's pretty minor stuff, the digital stuff in it, so it could have easily gotten a proper release, but there you go. Absolutely wonderful show though, by the way, Infinite Revice. And I need to take a break, so my arm feels like it's about to fall off. Just give me a sec. Okay, my arm has been reattached. The camera is now attached to the mains because it was about to run out of battery, so I am literally pretty precarious right now. So let's get this art box shelf finished. So next to that we have Giovanni's Island, the Ultimate Edition. I've still not watched that freaking thing. It doesn't have a logo on the spine, which is really annoying. But yeah, I've still not watched that thing. I'd put it out if I could, but obviously my other hand is kind of using the flashlight. So yeah, it's based on a kid that's really into the Night on the Galactic Railroad story, so I should really watch it. It's got dub and everything. I should just pull that out sometime this week and watch it, I think. Anyway, next to that we have Patama Inverted, which is one of my absolute favourite anime films and one of the best anime films ever made. Truly amazing. It took my breath away multiple times. It's just an incredible sci-fi story, just a lot of fun, great characters, and just amazing moments. Like some of the best set piece moments I've seen, not just in anime but just in film in general. There's some really incredible moments in that film. Anyway, next to that is Chrono Crusade in the art box. I did an unboxing for this. This is another one which I really do like the art box, especially this one I have. It's in amazing condition. I bought it second-hand a long time ago, probably close to almost 10 years ago now, but yeah, it's still in mint condition, and yeah, it's really nice, but I might downgrade it eventually if I ever need space for something more amazing, because even though I do have a soft spot for Chrono Crusade, it was one of the first 5 or 6 shows I ever watched. It's still not one of the greatest anime I've ever seen, so especially in all the years since, so yeah, something I might give up one day. Anyway, next to that we've got Claymore in the art box on DVD. I do have the Anime Limited UK Blu-ray now, but I'm actually going to sell that because it's an upscale and I just don't think it looks that great, and while it does come with like a nice art book type thing or guide, I don't know, I need the space and the money right now, and this Claymore DVD set I wasn't going to sell because it looks super cool and it's good enough. So next to that we finally have the Full Metal Alchemist stuff. So we have the free metal tins that have all 13 volumes on DVD. I've done an unboxing for that. Then we have the Conqueror Shambhala Collector's Edition, which is signed by the voice actor for Havoc, who's my favourite character in the whole series. He's also the ADR director on the film as well. Next to that we have the Fullmetal Alchemist Ultimate Edition art box that came with art book that came with this set here. It's an absolutely incredible art book. Probably the best one out of the two, because I also have a great art book for Fullmetal Alchemist, the Funimation Collector Edition on Blu Ray. The Blu Ray I have stored on the shelf for easier access. The Anime Limited Blu Ray, which is what this amazing thing came in, is in there. So yeah, that's my Fullmetal Alchemist stuff. Really cool. I'd love to do an unboxing for this and this, but I never seem to get around to it. So anyway, that, as I climb down carefully and turn the stupid flashlight off, that is all of the art box stuff. And I'm going to take a break because my arm feels like it's about to drop off. And then we're going to move on to like shonen, samurai, sports, ladyverse, superpower type stuff. Lots of really cool stuff to get through. So yeah, I'll see you then.